Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a short video just showing you how to insert cross-referencing. And basically a cross-reference allows you to link to another part of the same document. So if you want to just say, for instance, here we're going to be doing the clause reference, the clause numbers, and we want to just link these numbers to whatever the clause is. If you want to link to a different document, then you're going to have to use hyperlinks. I'm not going to cover that in this tutorial, but if you do want to learn how to do hyperlinks, just put a note in the comment section and I'll do a separate video just showing you how to link to other documents. Okay, so we are going to be linking clause and the number so that when you click on the number, it will take you to the relevant clause. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're just going to highlight the number and then we're going to go to the Insert tab and then cross-reference. So you'll see that all the clause numbers that are in the document are in here. So we want clause 1.1, so you're just going to click on clause 1.1 and then do insert. Okay, and it will put it in as a grey fielded, sort of a grey shaded field. If you don't see it as grey shaded, it might be that you've got the option turned off. So you can just go to File, Options, Advanced, scroll down till you come to Show Document Content, and under here Field Shading, that should say Always. It might say Never, or when selected. Selected if you hover over it, then you'll see it. Always, you'll see it all the time, and Never, you won't see it. But it's always good if you've got cross-referencing or fields in a document to always be able to see that they are automated. So just set that to Always and then do OK. And then you should see this grey shading. Alright, let's go down to the next clause. In fact, let's just do Control H just to find the next clause. Okay, we've got one here. There's no number there, so we'll ignore that. There's no number there. Okay, we've got clause 5 here. So let's just highlight that. If you can't see it in the window pane, you can't see the number, you can just scroll up and down, but you can also just press the number 5. You press 5, it will take you there. Do insert. Okay, let's find the next one. Got clause 3, I'm going to highlight that. 3 is here, so we can just click on that one, insert, find next. We've got 4.2b here. Okay, so we're going to highlight this one. With the ones that have other sub-paragraphs after them, you can check, sometimes paragraph number will put it in. Let's see if it will actually do it. Okay, so we're going to do, hold on a minute, 4.2b. Oh, we're lucky with that one. It's actually put it in. Sometimes it will just put in the 4.2 and then you'd have to click on the B separately. But if you've got like 4.2i, you know, capital A and all these long ones, what you can do is you can just click on this down arrow here and do paragraph number full context. So whatever is in that clause, so whatever the last bit of the clause that you select, it will do the whole lot. Which is quicker than having to do 4.2, then click on B, then click on I. You just do full context and it will put the whole load in. But we've been lucky with this one because it actually went in. Okay, so we've got clause 5 here, but you see we've got clause 5 below. Now you can cross-reference the below so that's all that is automatic, and it will automatically put in the word above or below depending on where it is in the paragraph. So, or where it is in the document. So we highlight that. And we're just going to put our 5 in as normal. In fact, no, you click include above or below. So let's highlight the whole thing, 5 and below. Okay, and then click here, include above or below. Click on your 5 and then insert. And as you can see, that's put that in as a field with above or below on it. Okay, so we've got clause 5 here again. With this clause 5, we've actually got the name of the clause, the title of the clause next to it, and you can also put that in automatically. So we'll have to do the 5 separately, so highlight that, back to 5, take this out because we don't want that above or below in, do insert. Okay, so we want to put the name of the clause as well automatically in, so you're going to highlight that, and then instead of insert reference to paragraph number, you're going to do insert reference to paragraph text. So you're going to click that. Just click on number 5 just to make sure you've got the right one, and then insert. And then as you can see, that's inserted that as a field as well. So let's continue through this. We've got 2.2c. Oh, I've just missed one, but I'll go back to that one. Okay, so 2.2c. What we'll do full context on that one. Make sure that's all gone in. Now you see that we've got subclause A here, which is referring to the A here, but it hasn't put 4.2A, it just says subclause A. So with this one, I'm going to highlight that, and we're going to put this in a different way. So you highlight that, and then you're going to go to 4.2A, which is this one, but from the drop down list here, you're going to do paragraph number, no context. So basically it's the opposite of full context. This one is going to it's going to just ignore all the numbers that come preceding it. So it's going to ignore the 4.2, and it's literally just going to put the A in, we hope. Let's do that. So let's insert, and as you can see, it's just put the A in. All right, we're just going to do one more here. This is just clause 1, type 1, I'll take you there. Okay, there are some places in this document that refers to the schedule. So let me just take you to the top of the document. And we can cross-reference to the schedule as well. Let's have a look. Okay, so this has got schedule 1 on it. So we want to cross-reference that so that when you click on that, that will take you to schedule 1. So let's just see where schedule 1 is. Okay, this is it here. Now you notice that the schedules don't have any automatic numbering on them. So we can't use it this same way because it's not automatically numbered. So what we can do is to bookmark it, so that when you bookmark it, it will click, when you click on schedule 1, it will take you there. So let me just show you how to bookmark. So we just close this. We're going to close this. Okay, so what we want to do, we just want to copy, well, so we want to highlight schedule 1, and you go to your insert tab, and then you're going to do bookmark. Okay, so click on bookmark. It's actually copied the text for you. It's all really, really important with bookmarks that you don't put any spaces between the words, whatever you call it, because it just doesn't work. So leave it at just schedule 1, no space, and then just do add. Okay, so it doesn't actually show you anywhere that it's actually bookmarked, but it is actually done. So let's go back up to the schedule 1 that we want to cross-reference. Where was that? Okay, so that's here. So we're going to highlight this, and then we're going to go back to our cross-reference. And now, instead of doing numbered item in the reference type, you're going to do bookmark. Okay, so you can click on bookmark. You see your schedule 1. If you had loads of different bookmarks in there, you'd have to pick the one, but we've only got one, so it's just schedule 1. And literally, you're going to insert that. Okay, so, and that's put it as a bookmark. If you press Control and click, it takes you down. It takes you down to the heading. So that's it. I've got our cross-reference document. So now if you change any paragraph, say for instance we put in 2.2, let's put in another paragraph here, just type anything. Okay, so now this cross-reference, this 2.2 here, is going to be out now because it's actually not 2.2C anymore. It's actually now changed to D. So if you just want to change the cross-references or to update them, all you need to do is press F9. Click somewhere in it and press F9. And then just you see that it will automatically update it. If you want to update, if you made a lot of changes to the whole document, literally you can just press Control A to select the whole document and press F9, and that will update everything. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please click the like and subscribe button, and then you can be notified whenever I post a new tutorial. If there's anything you didn't understand or anything that I didn't explain properly, please let me know in the comments section. As always, if there's anything else that you would like me to make a video on, again, put it in the comments section and I'll put it on my list of things to create. Okay, that's it guys. Have a nice evening. Take care and see you soon. Bye.